Hey, this is Niels on Dynasty. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful because it is so much better than being a jerk. You actually feel better when you're a nice person. It actually doesn't feel good being a bad person. And buy some silver, some platinums, crystallized osmium. Why not? They're all undervalued. Sound advice, not financial advice. This is about a new study. We thought we wiped out bed bugs back in the 60s, but apparently they've been making a comeback. And the thing about bed bugs is they're similar to fleas as far as disease spreading because they actually consume small, minute amounts of blood from each person that they bite in whatever bed. So mostly it's not so much a individual home issue, but more for traveling. And this seems to be the season because it's a traveling season. Something you might want to be aware of. And this is the story. Biologists discover what makes bed bugs uniquely hard to kill with insecticides. 60 years ago, we nearly wiped out bed bugs, but they've been making a steady comeback and they're stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. By the 1960s, widespread pesticide use had nearly wiped out the bedbug population. In the past 2 decades, however, the bloodsuckers have staged a nasty resurgence. Now scientists have uncovered genetic factors that are helping explain this unwelcome resurgency. A team of researchers led by, I'm not gonna ruin this guy's name, something Bono of the Hiroshima University has sequenced the most insect-resistant bedbug genome to date and compared it to the genome of an insecticide-susceptible, non-resistant bedbug. Their findings detail in a study published at the journal Insects in September provided an unprecedented look into the genetic mutations driving insect resistance in bedbugs, which could help shape the future pest control strategies. It's kind of disturbing that they've mutated to not be affected by our normal pesticides. That's kind of scary. Bedbugs can be a real pain in the ass, literally, even though they're not known to transmit diseases to humans. Bedbug bites can cause itching, loss of sleep, anxiety, occasionally allergic reactions, according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. Additionally, disproportionate itching could lead to secondary skin infections. I'm not so sure about that. I think that if they're going to eat your blood or suck your blood is a little bigger issue there than they're telling you, but I'm not a doctor or a medical professional, which could lead to secondary skin infections. We identified large numbers of genes likely involved in insecticide resistance, many of which have not been sequenced. Hey, what's up, Jeffro? What's up, C4? Have not been previously reported as being associated with resistance in bedbugs. Kohei Toga of the Hiroshima University, who was the first author of the study, said at the university statement, the researchers in Japan took non-resistant genomes from descendants of a wild bedbugs captured over 6 decades ago in Nagasaki and the resistant genomes of the descendants of the bedbugs found in hotel rooms in Hiroshima in 2010. Using a breakthrough method called long-read sequencing allowed them to sequence longer DNA sections than traditional techniques, thus leaving fewer gaps. The team subsequently mapped both genomes near gap-free, the near error-free. They wrote in the statement, near error-free. Who else? Hey, what's up, ATM? They then compared the two genomes. Hey, quit fighting! Sorry, cats are fighting. They then compared the two genomes and identified hundreds of mutations linked to insecticide resistance in the resistant strain. Furthermore, they found bedbugs genomes to be 19,859 times more resistant to prethorides, a common synthetic pesticide, than the non-resistant genomes, according to the study. Almost 20,000 times more resistant. Yeah, they are bad cats this morning. They're a little rambunctious. We determined the genome sequence of the insecticide-resistant bed bugs, which exhibited 20,000-fold greater resistance compared to susceptible bed bugs, said Toga. By comparing the amino acid sequence between the susceptible and the resistant bugs, we identified 729 transcripts with resistant-specific mutations, he added. This is actually very important scientific information. I know it sounds like bullshit, but it's some interesting shit. They're discovering how it mutated, is what it sounds like. Being RNA modules that are translated DNA instructions into the proteins. The researchers' results confirmed resistant mutations found by previous studies, as well as discovering new ones. These transcripts include genes related to DNA damage response, cell regulation, insulin metabolism, and lysosome functions. This suggests that the molecular pathways may play a role in the development of a pre-thyroid resistance in bedbugs, Toga explained. A lysosome is an organelle found in many animal cells that contains digestive enzymes. This is some very interesting scientific stuff. I know it's boring to sell to you people, and probably I've already lost half of you, so it's very boring. It's very scientifically important, though, believe me. By identifying the mutations, the study ultimately provided new genetic resources to monitor, understand, and address insecticide resistance in wild populations as well as those already in our beds. Oh, wow, yay. We certainly don't want to repeat the Paris 2023 bed bug scare. I don't know what that is. I did not keep up with that. All right, well, that's the story. I'm glad you guys came by. Basically, it's about bed bugs. See the bed bug? That little sucker there. Biologists discover what makes bed bugs uniquely hard to kill with insecticides. But that is the story. I came across it. I read it. It's got a lot of interesting scientific stuff going on behind it that'll change the future of a lot of things, actually, because if they can sequence out and point out where the mutations occurred, they can analyze those mutations and replicate them or reverse engineer those mutations. This is actually a very, very big deal when it comes to cellular biology, microbiology, and chemical biology, and a lot of other things, actually. It's going to open up lots of new fields of study. But anyhow, it's a short report I wanted to bring you about bed bugs, since we're all going to be traveling not all of us. A lot of us are going to be traveling, hitting hotel rooms. Just be careful. Don't go to Motel 6. No offense to Motel 6. You guys have a nice night. Thank you very much for joining in. And of course, I'll have my Sunday live stream as usual, and any other interesting articles I come up with, I will talk to you guys about. Have a good night.